Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Wow.
Making me hungry. Yeah, I'm gonna stick around and try that.
Sure.
Let's get this party started. Hey everybody, I'm Gary O'Connor. Welcome to the World Food Championships. This is our 10th year anniversary. How exciting.
Very.
So thank you for showing up and coming to our demo and our showcase stage. So the theme of this demo is we are here to let's tie things up with Chef Nikki, and it's Chef Nikki Pinella.
You got it.
Okay, you guys, she is the CEO and owner of Asian Mint, which is actually the #1 ranked Thai restaurant in the DFW area. So that's so exciting. So she's going to share with us a Thai-inspired Thanksgiving rice. Fried rice. And they are, y'all can ask questions or anything you want to do to, oh, she's a master judge, by the way, which is a new judging level that we have here at the WFC. And she judged the rice news top 10 today, I believe. So we're going to be waiting for the results of that today. So before you leave, make sure you register for the Monument Gas Grill. We're giving away one every day to close the business day. You just scan that little code on the grill and enter your info, and they will be drawn tonight for today's winner. Take it away. Let's give her a round of applause. Thank you.
สวัสดีค่ะ I'm gonna reload this mic. I feel like I'm about to eat it. It's like a little teaser in front of my mouth. Can you guys hear me okay? Awesome. So here, is competing? Anyone competing at all? We're all like just spectators. It's much more fun, actually, less stressful. I never would have wanted to compete. Honestly, I thought I did, and I'm like, maybe I'm just gonna judge. I show up and I get to eat the food, so it was really fun this morning. How many days have you all been here already? First day. Okay. I heard it's been going on since Wednesday, right? I love it. 10th year anniversary. This is my second year here, and I am super excited to be sharing with you a Thai-inspired Thanksgiving fried rice. Who else is making the Thanksgiving dinner in 2 weeks? Oh my God, I just realized that. In 2 weeks from now. So hopefully this will be an amazing side item to either you're doing turkey or not turkey. I'm not a turkey fan. Everybody else is a turkey fan. I have a few non-turkey fans. Thank you very much for accepting that. No. And but this is just really fun. Also, if all of the people who love Thanksgiving and love turkey will have any leftovers, this is like the perfect dish to make with your leftover meats. It could be the ham, not just the turkey, or even chicken. Today I'm going to use chicken. It was a lot easier to find yesterday rather than trying to track down the chicken. There is a shortage on turkey this year. It's what my purveyor has been telling me. So if you do want to cook turkey, you might want to go out and get it as soon as possible. What I love to share when I'm talking about Thai flavor profiles is the easiest thing to remember. Another thing I actually want you guys to take home with you is how can you start incorporating some Asian flavors into your everyday dish? And what I love to talk about is the 4 basic flavors that starts with an S. If I'm going to do a participation, I might start throwing some gifts out. You guys like gifts? I don't know if I can throw things at you or not. Okay, now we're waking up. Love it. Okay, I want you to play a game. Give me, we're going to do one at a time, a flavor profile that is created with fish sauce, and it starts with an S. If you want to raise your hand, I can call you out. I'll go with you 3 rows back. Yes. Not savory, but I'm glad we're taking that out of it already because that's the most common one. Okay. Salty, yes, fish sauce. Who has fish sauce in your pantry? 50% of the guests, which is amazing. If you want to start playing with that, it would be really fun. Let me find some stuff I can send out your way. I don't think I can throw this to you. It might be like, I mean, we are in a food sports competition. Thank you. Here we go. We'll pass those out. Thank you for participating. Okay, fish sauce, soy sauce are things to create salty flavor profiles and to make it a little bit more Asian. Next one. What flavor profile can you create with palm sugar? I mean, I literally said the word. Sweet, perfect. Thank you. You're awesome. So we got 2 S's so far. I'm gonna go with a harder one. Oh, maybe not. If I give it away, okay, I'm not gonna give it away. Now I'm gonna make it a little bit harder. A flavor profile again that starts with an S that you often get in an Asian dish. Spicy, thank you. Last one, another flavor profile that starts with an S. Not super common, can be a flavor that you can actually get from fruits. Sour. I'll take you because I heard you say it first. Anyone else who says it after you, then they would kind of be copying you, right? Okay, that's one. Awesome, okay. You got the 4 basic flavors. Super simple, super easy, right? When you're creating a dish, and if you want to have a little bit of Asian inspired flavor profile, and it's always talk about putting all the S's in it. I was tasting the dishes up there earlier. A lot of the dishes could have been more dimensional, I like to say, because most of the American flavor profiles, if I'm talking about, let's say, fried chicken, we're talking about salty and greasy, maybe, but salty and sweet, maybe it's a play on those flavor profiles. There's not often a lot of spice, there's not often a lot of any acidity that's added to an American dish, but when you start layering those flavors, about 4 S's, you're going to create a next level dish. And I think that's what these chefs have been amazing at, in creating layers of flavor, in addition to also characteristics of, let's say, crunch versus soft, and its texture, right? Texture and flavor. If you're playing on all 4, so I hope maybe all of you are going to compete next year, maybe. Think about those flavor profiles. It is night and day when a judge is tasting a dish that has all of those flavor profiles components, where it's layered in different items, or it's a dish that is 2-dimensional. I like to call it 2-dimensional. It's like maybe 1 or 2 flavor profiles and 1 or 2 textures. It just separates the really amazing dishes to, like, for me, like a more average dish. So when I'm creating a fried rice or any dish in my restaurant, I've been doing this for over, yes? I think I'm good, Ansley. Yeah, thank you. What was I saying? Okay, restaurant. So I've been doing this for, oh my goodness, going on 20 years. Yes, I have 4 or 5 restaurants. Here's anyone in Dallas? Everyone in Dallas? Who's here been to Asian Mint? Yay, we got Asian fans in the house. I love it. Yes, so we are rated the #1 Thai restaurant. Been doing that for a while. I love it. I started it when I was 12, so technically I'm not that old, even though I do have 2 kids at the moment. But I grew up in Thailand. Thai is my first language. It's my first flavor, my first taste of everything. But being able to combine it with my Texas side of myself has been really fun. So doing that whole Thai Thanksgiving fried rice. When we make Thai fried rice, a very uncommon ingredient that we add to fried rice is tomato. Who here has had or likes tomato in your fried rice? A few, right? Who here doesn't like raw tomatoes? Who here doesn't like cooked tomatoes? It is, right? It is a thing. It is a thing. But what I want to tell a lot of people is, don't take the tomato out of the rice if you can, or if you're not even going to eat it. It actually gives you the dimension of that acidity and the natural sweetness, right? Think about it. Why are we adding different ingredients into a particular dish? Because we're layering flavors. If this dish did not have the tomato, you would not have that undertone sweetness or acidity that's naturally added into the dish. Okay, if you really, really hate tomatoes, I don't know why I'm hating on tomatoes today, I love tomatoes. You can always squeeze some fresh lime over it at the end to brighten it up. So again, how do you layer the flavors? I'm going to talk about layering flavors 500 times, so you're going to get it in your head. Okay, another thing I want you to get a takeaway from today is making Asian cuisine is actually really simple. It's all about having everything in front of you, the mise en place. And because the cooking process actually only could be like 5 to 7 minutes. Anything that goes in a hot wok It sears fast, it cooks fast, so you don't want to be like turning around and be like, oh my God, where's my soy sauce? Hey, oh my God, where's my garlic, right? You turn around, the garlic's burned. You turn around, you know, your fried rice is burned. You want to have everything set and ready, because if you see when I start putting all these items into the pan, it just goes like that, and you're just constantly having to mar it. You're cooking with really high heat to really get that char flavor profile. Again, another layer of flavor. You're going to be dreaming about this word. And that's what it's all about. And how did I make this, considering along with Thanksgiving, these is my secret ingredients that I add to the end. Not common at all in Asian cuisine, but I'm super excited to add it, and it gives dimension of a crunch, as well as a different flavor profile on top of that. I don't know if you guys can see it, or I'm going to tell you at the end. You go like this, you're like, what? Okay, I kind of brought everything chopped up. I think my demo's like, what, 30 minutes? Yeah? How am I doing on time?
Faster.
20 minutes? Already, or I have 20 minutes more? So, the thing is, I brought enough to taste, but they're telling me I can't let them taste it.
Why not?
Mm.
I'm gonna taste
Who else has been here in a different demo?
I'm gonna take it.
Did you taste anything? Oh man. Okay. I might have some, but let's just not tell anybody, okay? Hopefully this is gonna be your favorite demo. Yeah, okay, I see. Okay. You can keep a secret. Don't get me kicked out next year. Okay, so here we go. Basic ingredients. I absolutely have a recipe for you that you can come up here and grab at the end, so that you can be like, okay, Nikki, that actually looks good. I'm gonna try it out. And it looks simple enough, and that is my goal. I sometimes will follow it, sometimes I won't follow my recipe. But the key ingredients is don't burn your garlic. That's the most important thing. Any dish that has burnt garlic does not taste good at all. And the trick there is to not put it in first. So if you watch a lot of YouTube, you guys watch a lot of YouTube's cooking videos? Yeah? Okay. And you've seen it many different ways. In Asia and Thailand in particular, they'll put in the oil, they'll put in the garlic, and they throw in whatever they're throwing in afterwards. But they cook it so fast, and you're doing it 100 times over a day, you'll make sure that your garlic doesn't burn. But if it's the first few times that you're trying to figure it out, I highly recommend throwing in a protein first. That meat helps to coat the pan, and it doesn't make your garlic burn as fast. So that's why I normally would put it in this order, especially when I'm doing demo. However, my grandma or my nanny in Thailand or my mom or anyone else in Asia will tell you, well, you put in your oil, your garlic, your onions, and your meat. It doesn't hurt to do it this way. We have learned different ways to do things, and there are shortcuts and tricks that I figured out after doing cooking classes for over 20 years. And the first thing people do, oh, hi, Nikki, I burned my garlic. Can I have some of your garlic? You have to start over, which is totally fine. Make all the mistakes with me, and I'm probably going to make a mistake up here so that you can know, like, okay, I'm not going to do what Chef Nikki did. I got my pan on, getting it a little bit high heat. You can always start off with medium high. Can you guys see this in the mirror? Okay, any questions so far? I love questions. I'm ready. Can't hear you. Oh, so I am doing chicken today. You actually can make a fried rice with any protein. Can I say that? I think I can. Chicken, beef, like the usual suspects. Chicken, beef, pork, tofu, vegetables, no meat, egg. Egg is a big component. I'm supposed to put in an egg, but I think I forgot to grab it. Let me grab my egg. Ta-da! It was packed perfectly from my staff in the back. Nothing happens without an amazing team. Oftentimes they'll forget my egg or the oil, but I'm like, you did not forget the egg today. Okay, here we go. Perfect. See, this is how you go around with your packet. You cut out the carton and you wrap it up in plastic wrap. I mean, like, it was genius, I thought, when they figured this out. I'm like, guys, you're the best. Egg is another thing that you can use to coat a hot pan to protect it from burning a lot of other things, whether it be rice noodles, but in particular your garlic. It doesn't cook the same as if you're making French cuisine. Again, controlling your heat, really important, playing with that. So I'm actually going to throw in my egg and scramble it first. Man, I wish we had like a big screen TV. But here we go. 1 egg, scramble out. What else does an egg create? What kind of flavor does egg create when you're cooking a dish? Everyone wants to top everything with a fried egg these days, right? Or in the past 5 years, it's been like a trend. It just adds another layer of flavor. Here we go again. But what it does, like that extra fat that comes from the egg, fat gives off a lot of flavor in addition to just extra protein. It is the cheapest form of protein. That's probably also why you see it in a lot of maybe Asian cuisines. You know, if you don't have or make a lot of money, what's the best way or easiest way to get protein into your diet? Eggs. They're readily available everywhere. It's way cheaper than chicken or beef or anything else. And then I throw in my chicken. Once I have it cooked halfway, have enough oil in there, then I'm going to throw in my chopped garlic. And garlic gives a lot of flavor to a lot of dish. A very common question that I get when I'm making a Thai fried rice versus a different dish, they're like, do you add garlic to your dishes? And I do see a lot of that. That's because that has more of a Chinese flavor profile. Chinese cuisine uses a lot of ginger. We in Thailand use a lot of garlic. We start I would say maybe 90% of our dishes with garlic. Whether it's chopped, has been pounded to a paste, we use a lot of garlic. Really good anti-inflammation, antimicrobial, it's really good for your body. So if you can't eat garlic, eat a lot of garlic. Who here likes garlic? Yes, I am in the right room. Okay, adding some white onions. What kind of flavor does onion give to a dish? Sweet? But I heard something else. Savory? Does, yes. Umami. Is savory same thing as umami in a different language maybe? Yes? Okay, I think that was an aha moment for me. Because everyone's like, give it umami, and they're like, savory? Okay, maybe I should start saying savory. Does umami sound cooler? Yeah? Maybe like it's a foreign word. Okay, so you can see there was no way I could have burned my garlic at all. And I have heat on. I'm going to try to turn it on a little bit higher. The tip I'm going to give you with the rice is you have to use jasmine Thai rice. It is so different than any other rice you can use if you really want that next level layer of flavor. Hashtag layer of flavor. What does jasmine rice? It actually stir fries a lot better. I feel, in my opinion, it doesn't break, it doesn't crack when it hits a hot pan with a lot of other different dishes. That's really important. And it actually has its own unique flavor and aroma. Jasmine rice was not rice that was, which is what I thought when I was really young. Like, is this rice that has been infused like with the jasmine flower essence? Like, why does it have this name? But it's actually a type of rice that has a floral note that just happens to be similar to the jasmine flower. And it's super comforting, this smell, and you can actually taste a hint of it. So I highly recommend it. So you can use day-old rice, or if you're going to use freshly made rice to make a fried rice dish, you want to use about 20% less water than how you normally make your rice generally. This way your rice is a little bit drier and it will hold up to the hot heat and the stir frying. Really key important. You see I'm not trying to do this because I don't want to break my grains. I want them still to be really beautiful. I use the back of my spatula to kind of separate it even before I put in my sauce. And I'm starting to create a little char because again, I love that flavor. It reminds me of all this barbecue smell that I'm smelling every time I walk through the door. I feel like once I go home, my dog's gonna be like, where have you been? Where's all this meat smell coming from? Okay, I want to get as much lumps out as possible because I want this sauce when it goes in to coat my rice so perfectly. So every bite is like that perfect bite. Awesome. Okay. Almost done. Trying to talk and cook at the same time. So this is the secret sauce. Is it secret? I guess it is. It is a stir-fry sauce. It's a combination of a sweet and salty flavor profile. There I go. So we added sweet little spice to the onion. We got the garlic, letting more flavor with the sweet and salty of the sauce, right? And then I'm gonna throw in the tomatoes in just a bit because I still like my tomatoes to be nice and fresh, not overcooked and like gooey, and then it adds like all this extra liquid into your fried rice dish, and then your fried rice is like all mushy, and I'm like, ooh, that's not great, right? Yes, next question. How do I know when the rice is cooked? So the rice already is cooked, right? So all I'm doing at this point is adding flavor to the rice, and I'm charring it, and then making sure that it's absorbing all that extra flavor from like the chicken and the egg and the onions and the tomatoes. Look at that char. I want more sauce. More sauce is always good. I love how you speak my language. Okay. So at this point, it is really just a fried rice, right? This is a Thai fried rice. Its signature is having that tomato in there. I'm adding my fresh green scallions at the end because I love, again, fresh crunch. And what does the flavor that green onions add to a dish? Am I adding maybe a little spice, a little sweetness to the dish from the green onion? You guys don't eat green onions. Fresh, there we go. And color. Look, it just looks like, so much more appetizing. We got the red, we got the green, we're thinking about Christmas already, even though we're doing Thanksgiving. Smells good. Again, every chef knows you gotta taste as you go. Make sure you don't taste while you're chicken as well, right? That's important. I've seen that happen before. Oh, shoot. I told you I was gonna eat that thing. I almost said that word you're laughing at. I do have young ones, I do. Oh, that's perfect. I got sweet savory. And then last but not least, I'm just gonna like spread out my rice a little bit to let all of that absorb, to dry up and really char up. Turn back on my heat just a little bit. It really is done. But at this point, I'm gonna add my 2 Thanksgiving ingredients. I have slivered almonds that I realized that it is in most of the green bean dish, right, that I grew up with. And then cranberries, such a signature Thanksgiving thing. And when we started adding it, we're like, oh my goodness, I'm adding crunch, I'm adding some good fat from the almonds, and then the bite into the cranberry again. Add another, what? Layer of flavor? Yeah, okay. You're almost there. And added a little hint of sweetness and tart. Playing again on the 4 S's. You're laughing at me, but come on, you know it. Tonight, tomorrow, you're going to be dreaming about layer flavors and 4 S's. Yes. I can't hear it, I'm so sorry. I put dried cranberries in there, yes. Raisins as well. We picked cranberry because it really, is the ingredient that you use at Thanksgiving time, cranberry sauce. I love cranberry sauce, even though it comes from a can like the way my grandmother used to make it. It is amazing. I don't know how many minutes that was, like a 5-7 minute. I was trying to talk and stir-fry. But again, it is a super fast dish to make. If you didn't have this sauce basically is a basic soy sauce that has sugar that we have actually dissolved. So again, we're playing on the sweet and salty flavor profile. A hint of some mushroom powder, some umami, savory, right? Okay. Added it into that sauce, makes it super easy. Because again, I went on an Asian supermarket tour with a few of my friends and here with Emily. And we walked down the soy sauce aisle. There was like 500 soy sauce. And I'm like, you need to get this one, and this one. I'm like, how do you know? I'm like, well, I I grew up with it, but here, let me take out all the ambiguous or the really hard to find idea of what to pick. I kind of created this sauce line. This is like my pandemic babies. I burnt out while I was at home and like, how can I get fresh pad thai or fried rice to my mint fanatics at the restaurant, and they can actually get the char and the smell of a hot food coming out of their own kitchen rather than a to-go container, during the pandemic. So this sauce line I'm really proud of. My fried rice is done. I'm missing one flavor profile. What am I missing? I have sweet. I've added a lot of sweet. Add a little some acidity. Spicy. Thank you. I am going to put in some crispy chili garlic topping that actually is good on everything and anything. Anybody here don't eat spicy? So I put on the side. One person, I'll put you a little side dish that I'm not supposed to give to anyone. Just in case. There you go. But this is how I add my spice. And actually how Thai people eat oftentimes, we have come to a realization that we all like to eat different flavors. Not everybody likes to eat the same flavors. We will have a dish in the middle of the table, family style, but we will always have a little condiment tray that has the 4 S's on it. I'll have a little fish sauce, a little sugar, some chili peppers, and then some white vinegar actually to add some acidity to dishes, or fresh lime. Again, I love acid in my dish. My husband likes spicy and salty, so he'll add some fish sauce and chili into his dish. This way, we're all happy at the dinner table. Nobody can complain about why is this dish so bland? Because guess what? Mama just turned around season your own dish. Nobody can complain. But there we have it. We have our Thanksgiving fried rice. Okay, question. Is this something you think you would go make at home if I gave you a recipe? Yes? I need more than a nod. Okay. Yay! Awesome. Next question. If I gave you some chili packs, would you put that on your tacos or barbecue later today? Yes? More excitement? Awesome. Okay, so I have a few giveaways. Thank you so much for having me here. It has been an honor to, thank you. Oh, pretty much.
You guys having fun? Chef Nicky been a blast?
Aw, thank you. I woke them up. I started throwing things at them. I like it to be interactive. I like to have fun. I love questions. Feel free to come up. For any additional recipes, I have a YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow it. It's Chef Nicky, Nikky. And I actually answer all of my Instagram messages. If you're on Instagram, you have any questions at all when you're cooking something, just message me. I will love to connect with you there, Facebook as well, and started to get on TikTok. So we'll see how that goes. I do tours to Thailand. We do have so much fun there, and the easiest thing is that you can come and visit me at my restaurant. We have 5 locations around the Metroplex, and we have a lot of fun. So I can't wait to serve you. Thank you so much. ขอบคุณค่ะ Thank you. I should play it. I like to just eat out of the water.
Oh, that's weird. You get a picture of that.
Aww. Yes.
I'm going to give them some of these recipes. I know you want to talk to them as
Here
well.
we go. We have the recipe card, and to make it easier, how do you want to hold on to these, JD?
Yes.
Yeah, this might be easier for you.
Get one of those.
There you go. Whatever's easier. Yeah, fun.
Try these on hot buttered popcorn.
Oh, yes, for real. I do it on, actually, my favorite
Like
is
eggs,
in
they're
the
good on
morning.
everything, but popcorn. Thank you.
Thank you. I can go down there and tap it. Sauce, thank you. Oh, yes, they are on sale at my restaurant.
Seafood competitor. Make your way to the center.